Happy Saturday. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. If you're watching live, comment hashtag scones because it's more fun than hashtag live. I gotta pull something up. Should have had it up. I'll wait for you. I'm patient. I have all the time in the world. I ain't going nowhere. All right. I have butter ready to make scones. A whole pound of it. I'm not going to use it all, the scones. But I am going to make something delicious with THM scone mix. Now, it is important to note. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Meredith. It is super important to note that while I am going to create this recipe for you, the THM biscuit and scone mix is currently out of stock. So I love to make recipes that get you all hot and bothered for a recipe, and then you can't make it because the mix is out of stock. So you're welcome. But when the biscuit and biscuit and scone mix comes back into stock, my Christmas tree is crooked. Notice that over. When the biscuit and scone mix comes back into stock, you will be able to run right out and get as much as you want, and you'll be all ready to make cookies and cream scones. Linda, honestly, I don't know if there's, I knew people were gonna ask that. I don't know. I wonder. My nose is running over. Naughty nose. Let's see. Let's look. Is there a scone mix? I gotta move my little reindeer. Is there a scone recipe? I bet Brianna has one because she's pretty awesome with stuff like that. Do you think there is? You have one, Tiffany? Oh, you have mix in your cupboard. Is that what you mean? Let's see. LMNOPQRS. I do not see scones in Trim Healthy Cookbook. Doesn't mean there's not in the other ones. Yeah, you could totally use a keto scone base because these are low carb. Scone. Oh, this would be under baked or something. She has hers organized oddly. Let's see. Breakfast. Do you think it would be a breakfast item, a scone? Or do you think it would be is breakfast dessert? I mean, is scones breakfast or scones dessert? You could use the overnight biscuit mix. That would work. That would totally work. Ooh, those Collie Tots look good. Treats. I am going to make those gummies. I'm going to make some of these this week live. Mangosteen flavor. Because I can. I don't know what a mangosteen tastes like, but we're going to find out together. Have you guys made these peanut butter cookie dough bites? Now I want some of those too. Okay. Not seeing scones in here. Oh, wait. She's got a bakery section. Doesn't bakery. Macarons, muffins. Oh, you know where there is a recipe? Now that I just thought of it. Now that I think of it, I mean. Oh, date night cookie. I haven't looked at, right there. Scones. Okay. I know, right, Meredith? I haven't made anything out of cookbooks in forever and a day. My passion has been struggling. I don't know. I've just been struggling. I've been struggling, y'all. Okay, let's just say it. I've been struggling. I've been struggling to eat anything but bunless burgers and to actually put some effort in. I don't know, I'm just tired of cooking. You ever get that, like, I'm just over cooking season? That's what I feel like. And then all this traveling I've been doing, all I do is eat out, and I get so sick of eating out. But yet when I'm home, I'm like, cooking. Do I have to? So orange scones, page 294 of Trim Healthy. Hi, Halen. Trim Healthy Future. The one with the pretty, well, they all have pretty ladies on the front, but the one with this one. Rashida. Wait, is that who that is? Yes. Baking blend, psyllium husk, skip the orange peel. And skip the orange extract, and you would have scones. There you go. I know. That's it, I think, Meredith. I've been cooking live for so long, but I still love to do the live. I just don't want tons of food in my fridge because this GLP-1, well, I believe in it, and many people are losing weight on it. It's kind of taken away my love for trying new things. It's taken away a little bit of my desire to do anything but just eat what needs to be eaten. Like, it's taken away. So with food noise comes passion. Okay. Passion for food. I love to cook. I love to create recipes. I love to make fun, decadent treats that surprise everyone, whether it's on plan or off plan. I love to do that. I love people to taste my food and go, oh my gosh, this is amazing. That brings me joy. I get excited about creativity and cooking. But the GLP-1 takes away food noise and it silences that passion too. And I don't love that about it. Yeah. And then sometimes I don't even feel like fueling my body because nothing sounds good. And then when I eat, I enjoy the food, but it's getting to that point of like, okay, like right now I'm really hungry, so I would eat just about anything. But trying to think of what like lights my fire. I don't know. I mean, I know the benefits of a GLP-1. They're huge. I believe in them, and I think a lot of people need them. And I think my food noise and desire for cooking and food before was way too loud. Now it's almost too quiet. But yeah, it's not taking the pounds with it. All right, so anyway, here's the point. You can use that. Use that recipe. In the meantime, I'm going to use this. You would make the scones in this book exactly the way the recipe calls for, except the fruity extracts. And then you would add in the Oreos the way I'm going to do it. So if you have biscuit and scone mix, we're going to do 1 package of biscuit and scone mix into a food processor. You can do it with a biscuit cutter if you're like a homesteader, but I'm not mindful. It's Trim Healthy Future in the bakery section. I think it was 300. Nope, 200 and something. It's in the bakery section of Trim Healthy Future. 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, preferably not frozen. Oh, it says, look at that. It says diced and chilled, frozen for best results. Well, what do you know? I just took this out of the freezer. I thought it was going to be a problem, but it's actually good, apparently. This is some of my main butter. I buy like cheap Walmart butter, and I'll have that for a couple weeks, and then I'll open one of these butters and I'll enjoy it for a week and a half till it's gone, and then I'll use crappy Walmart butter. Sorry, Walmart, your butter's kind of crappy. And I'll just, because I don't want to use all my good Maine butter too quickly. I want to savor it, enjoy it. All right, so we're going to do 1 stick of butter. Probably should shred that. I'm just going to do my food processor. Whatever. I know, Kerrygold is so good, but I can still do the cheap butter because I'm cheap. 6 tablespoons of coconut oil is an alternative. 2 eggs whisked. I'm not going to whisk them. I'm just going to throw them in there because the machine's already doing it. Where do you think I put my eggs? Over here. I put them on top of my Stilton last night. You guys had Stilton cheese? It smells like stinky feet and dreams come true. I love it. It's so good. I got it at Trader Joe's and my mouth is watering just thinking about the Stilton. Love it. Plus, if you just crack them into the thing and you get a shell in there, the food processor will chop it up and you won't even know it. So do it that way. What else goes in this biscuit and scone mix? That's it. Oh, half a cup to a cup of almond milk or cashew milk or buttermilk or kefir or oat milk or whatever. Start with half a cup. You can add up to, well, you can add up to whatever you need, but you smell it. Okay. Six tablespoons. Wait, a whole stick is a stick is 8 tablespoons? Cindy Wetzel. I'm glad you caught that. Thanks for. I thought a stick was 8. Well, whatever. I'm gonna add a little bit extra for good measure. I'm glad you're paying attention. Make it according to the recipe for the best possible outcome. All right. Glad Cindy pays attention. I'm gonna start with half a cup. Go up from there. I've never made this mix into scones. Has anybody else done this? I haven't. I've never done it. In fact, I don't know that I had eaten scones before until I just went to the Trim Healthy Cafe. Fermented veggies. How can I use my leftover whey after making yogurt? Yeah. Put it in your fermented veggies. Start your veggies with it. You want like a crummy mixture. Like, what does it say? It says do not overmix. But it also says until it looks like the size of small peas. Oh, then add in the milk and the eggs. You're supposed to mix the biscuit mix and the butter first. Whatever. This works fine. Nobody cares. It's fine. My butter is not mixed in at all because it's totally frozen. But make sure you don't do what I do and overmix it. Okay? Fair warning. Why didn't this come out at all like the ones at the cafe? That's what I'm going to complain about when the recipe doesn't come out. Even though I didn't follow the directions even remotely. I'm trying not to overmix, but my butter is frozen. My butter, they said to use frozen butter, but my butter is like a rock. It's not chopping up. I think I need to break it up a little. Listen, don't follow I'm just winging this. Don't follow my way of doing things. Nobody ever said it was accurate. Whatever. They'll taste fine. These are gluten-free, Amy. These are gluten-free, yes. I think saw that. I can't get that frozen chunk of butter to mix in, so I'm just gonna take it out. Whatever, there's enough. This one won't go in either. There, all done. It's perfect. Perfect. It's beautiful. It works that way. All right. Now we're going to take the blade out. We're going to put them in a bowl because we're going to mix in our cookie mix. Oh, sorry, Meredith. All right. Look at that butter. Look at it. It didn't mix in at all. This is a crappy machine. Look at my butter. They said to use frozen and look how big it is. That's not going to work. How am I going to do this? I need this mixed amongst the mix, not in one great big chunk like that. Just follow the instructions and make it right. Don't try to do it the way I do. Once you get your biscuit and scone mix right, then you can do the Oreo part the way I am. Don't try to do frozen butter in a food processor because clearly it doesn't work. Is this the best way to fix this? I don't have a pastry cutter. See, the rest of the dough looks good. I just got these great big chunks of butter. I don't have a pastry cutter. At this point probably should consider investing in that. What is it? All of $3 at the Walmart. Okay. Close enough. I mean, whatever. Close enough. And we're going to give it a little mix with our hands. Probably. That would have worked, Meredith. But you know what? I think the chunks of butter are going to be delightful little gifts in a mix, the scones. You're going to bite in. My earbud's falling out. You're going to get a little bit of happy butter, melted butter, and you're going to be like, I'm glad that didn't mix in because that little, why is it everywhere? That little bit is going to be delightful. There. My scone mix is done. Now I have to, no Oreos. That created much more of a mess than I ever intended. It's good that paper towels aren't sold out everywhere because for some reason, election season means we all need to buy the toilet paper and paper towels. I haven't figured out the connection yet, but apparently it's a thing. Election coming up, let's all buy toilet paper. Okay, so this morning I made Oreo crumble. You can find this recipe on my website at joyfullifewithkj.com. Let me swallow. Hopefully, I know you can probably hear this because I think it's coming over my earbuds. It's probably disgusting, but whatever. It's like a thing on the internet now. If you hear people chewing, it's like you can make money off that. That's a job I want. Anyway, joyfullifewithkj.com, desserts, food, recipes, food, desserts, Oreo cookie crumble. This is half a batch. Okay, the other half is right there, waiting to be cooked. I put it in the oven, followed the recipe, shocking, I know. And then I put it in my fridge to cool off. So I would have crispy cookie crumble. Still a little soft in spots because, you know, the longer it sits out, the crunchier it gets. So really, to make these right, you'd want this really crummy, really crispy. So leave it sitting out for like a couple hours to get really crunchy. Or put it in right now. I'm going to say that's 1 cup. We're going to do 1 cup of KJ's Oreo cookie crumble. And we're going to gently mix this in. We don't want to over mix it and make chocolate looking. We just want chunks, chunkage. You can't even see what I'm doing. You just want chunkage in here, chunkage throughout. You don't want to mash it all together and make it look, I need a bigger bowl and make it look, you know, all mixed together. You just want chunkage throughout like this. Okay. Don't eat that. That's bad for you. Nope. Sorry, dude. Go find something else to lick up off the floor. I'm sure there's some zucchini over there somewhere. You leave that. You can't eat that. I'm going to see if I can pick it up with my feet because I don't want you to eat it. And I also don't want to touch it because I'm trying to keep my hands clean so I can make these. There, I successfully got that in the sink so that it saved the dog's life with my toes. All right. My cookie crumble is mixed in. And now I have cookie Oreos. The cream will go on top. There we go. Perfect. Now I'll wash my hands. But I got it all off the floor. All right. I think, should I cook these in the oven? I should have preheated it. How long do you cook these things anyway? How long do you cook the scone mix? Let me look it up over here on the computer. 420, 14 minutes. We're going to stare at each other awkwardly for 14 minutes. All right. 425. I think I'll do the Kayla. All right. 425. We're going to put it on bake. 425 for 14 to 18 minutes. All right, we'll roll these scones out, get them on a pan, get them ready to go in the oven. Right, it'll take me 14 minutes to whip up the glaze. Okay, I'm gonna cook half a ball at a time because I'm using my air fryer. And if I was cooking these in my oven, I would have more room, but I want room for them to grow because I don't know how big they're gonna get. Will they grow big? I don't know. So I've never made scones, but I think you just put them out in a circle and then cut them into triangles, right? I mean, that's all you do, right? I've never done it. What does that note say? I'm looking at the recipe on my computer. Not the recipe, but the ingredient, the mix stuff. Okay, I've heard that if you cut onto parchment, you'll get better cuts than if you do it this way for scones. Do you think that's true? or not parchment, but I can use wax paper. Let's see. I've seen it on television, but I don't trust that it will work. That you go like this and you get more rounded edges this way. That seems wildly unnecessary to me. So I'm going to cut it. Yes, that's wildly unnecessary. TikTok tells you things that you don't need to know. Liars. All right. I'm going to spread them out. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I'm going to. All right, there's my little sconage. I'm going to put that in the oven. The least you handle the dough, the more authentic. Okay. So don't touch it any more than you must. Put that in there. I'm going to move one over here because otherwise my parchment's going to fly up and it's going to catch fire again. Nobody needs to see that. All right, 14 minutes. Hey, here goes nothing. You think they're going to be good, Kathy? I think they're going to be delightful. Now I have leftover cookie mix. I thought about making some cinnamon rolls, but not with cinnamon, with Oreo. That would be good, but I really don't need an entire batch of scones and an entire batch of cinnamon rolls. And yes, I know I could make them and put them in my freezer, but if I do that, I'll never eat them because things go to my freezer to die. I have 455,000 peanut butter cups and turtles. Ooh, I could totally make some ice cream. Let's do that. Let's make some ice cream. I wish I had some vanilla ice cream in my freezer. Let's make some ice cream mix and then I can have Oreo cookie ice cream this week. That makes happy. That makes me happy. That was a critical sentence there. Let's go ahead and put this out of my way. My husband's always like, why is the sink draining so slow? I don't know. I just dropped down half a stick of butter and the equivalent of 3 Oreos, but I don't know. I don't know. Must be the town sewer or something. Must be. All right, let's make some ice cream. I'm gonna need Brenda for that. It's one more thing to clean. Why is that smoking? Is that? Why is that smoking like that? What on earth? It's still in preheat and it's smoking. Whatever. Maybe I should open the door. Well, preheating's done. Now it can really start smoking. Why is that smoking so hard? It's got to be the gentle sweet. And then let me open my door to prevent fire alarmage. You stay in the house. I know the door's gonna be open, but you can stay right there. You stay. Just open the door here. Oh. Okay. Open the door to prevent fire alarms. Do you think it's the butter? Could be. Yeah. Ice cream doesn't go to the freezer to die, but everything else does. All my leftover candy. Although I don't know why, because I could totally make turtle flavored ice cream with those turtles, or peanut butter cup ice cream. If you really want to know how I make ice cream, it's like this. I just pour some of this in there, and then I have a little French vanilla nut pods. I could use that. I have a little heavy whipping cream. Just gonna put a little splash in there and hope it's not chunky. Oh no, it's good. I'm gonna throw some cottage cheese in there. There's lots of recipes on my website for making ice cream. You can follow them, okay? Or you can just wing it. If you have a creamy, the Ninja Creamy makes winging this so simple because you really can't screw it up. Woo! That's a little bit of optimized way. I'm just throwing that in there for the heck of it. And then I'm gonna put some Gentle Sweet because I have a lot of it and I need to get rid of some of it because I don't really like it. Gentle Sweet's not my favorite. I'll taste it and see if it's sweet enough. Wrong button. I should have put some vanilla in there. Oh no, I put the vanilla away. Never mind. It's cottage cheese. Mallory. I just called you Mallory. I get confused. Rita. It's the cottage cheese, but you could totally use yogurt. You could use yogurt. That's the perfect sweetness. You know what? It doesn't need any vanilla either. There. That's ice cream. That's all you need to do. You don't really need to overthink it. And then use that to do mix and stuff. Hold on. You're all going to have to wait there while I go get my thing. My Ninja containers. Hold, please. Oh, it's smoking hot in here. Oh, I'm sure there will be, Faith. There's always a sale around the holidays. I don't know those details. I'm not privy, but there's always a Black Friday sale. There. Now we got 3 batches of vanilla. I hope those are done soon because it is smoking. I want my fire alarms to go off. All right, they've slowed down in the smokage, actually. They're getting much better. There we go. That took 4.5 minutes. Meredith, I only put like a couple of tablespoons there. Now tomorrow, I can zing that up in my creamy, and I could put peanut butter cups. I could put turtles. I could put Oreo crumble and have an Oreo turtle peanut butter cup ice cream blizzard. That would be low fat or low carb, not low fat, but low carb. But that ice cream I just made is low, at low everything. So depending on what I add to it, it's going to change the fuel. I could eat it vanilla and it would still be a fuel pull. I could put some dragon fruit in it and it would be an E. I could put banana in it and it would be an E. That's a great idea, Meredith. Yes, I am going to make a banana pudding milkshake next week. So I can totally use that vanilla ice cream for that. Great. You're smart. I really hope I don't set off the fire alarms. We've never set them off in this house, and I really don't want to. All right. Glaze for the scones. Although I wouldn't want to put this on while it was hot. We're just going to do, you know what? I'm going to use my Ninja chopper to make sure it gets good and finely mixed. I'm really worried my alarm's going to go off. I'm going to use, you could use Gentle Sweet, but I think it would be a little gritty because Gentle Sweet tends to be a little gritty to me. I'm going to use Splenda. Calm down, it's not actual Splenda. They're halfway cooked. I'm going to use Magic Baker Splenda because it's very, is this the one? Wait, is this the right one? No, that's granulated. Take it back. I'm going to use Swerve. This one, some of them now have tapioca starch, but this one doesn't. But I think they all have tapioca starch now, the powdered Swerves. Just pay attention. If you can avoid the tapioca starch, you should do it. You would, Jess? Do you have some? Did you make them with us? I did a class for making scone turtles and peanut butter cups just recently. We did a class. Oh my gosh. I think the temperature is way too high for one thing. Getting stressed out. It's really smoky in here. My husband's gonna get it and go, "What'd you burn?" As long as it stays like that fire alarm, we're good. Oh, you know what else would have made a good glaze? Instead of sweetener? The optimized whey. The optimized whey. The vanilla would make a really good glaze, I think. We should try that, actually. So what did I put in here? Half a cup. Half a cup of powdered sweetener. I'm going to do a tablespoon to start of heavy cream. I'll add almond milk if I need to. And I think, well, I think I'm going to put some of that vanilla whey in there. I think it's going to creamify it and make it delicious. If you didn't rinse your coffee cup and poured coffee and found a fly in it, would you drink it anyhow? Potentially. Depends. Do I have to make another pot of coffee? If I have to make another pot, then no. I would throw the fly away and drink on. If I had more coffee, I'd probably dump it. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of vanilla whey in there. It's just a fly. Do you know how many times flies have pooped on your food? A lot. Nobody ever died from fly poop. You'll be all right. At least I don't think. If somebody out there has lost a family member due to fly poop, my sincerest apologies for my callous behavior. But I just feel like it's not a thing. Yeah, that's not enough liquid. I did a tablespoon of this, but I'm going to do a couple tablespoons of almond milk just to keep it a little less fatty. Then go ahead and put too much liquid so that your glaze is running. That looks pretty good. That's good. That tastes like frosting. Straight up. Buttercream is what that tastes like. I feel like these are burning. I'm going to shut them off. It says 14 to 18 minutes. I did 14 and they are dark. So I think 12 minutes in an air fryer. Can you go lay down. No, stop eating chocolate off the floor. Go lay down. Go. All right, we're going to go ahead and check these because I think they're cooked plenty. I think we can lessen up the time if you're using an air fryer. But look at these beauties. I'm going to cook the other batch in the oven. I think it will burn less, smoke less, maybe. I don't know. Feel like you're in a tunnel yelling. Is it bad? It did? Is this better? Is this any better? Well, it's probably my microwave fan going that's causing it. Can you hear me now? Hear the worms that are coming out of my mouth. Okay. Probably because my fan is running. It's making my earbud cut in and out like that. All right. Here's cookies and cream scones. I'm gonna cook the other batch to take a better picture because I feel like these are too dark, don't you think? Do you think they're too dark? Yeah, let me shut off the fan because my thing is not smoking anymore. What do you think? Do you think they are too dark? Do you think they're all right? Do you think they're... I'm gonna break one open. I'll break this one open. They're hot. You don't think they look too dark? Oh, they're beautiful. Look at that. I need to let a couple cool. Maybe I don't need less time. Maybe they're just right. I was thinking they look a little dark for scones, but it'd be better to let these cool before I poured this glaze on. But let's taste them. They're hot. They're pretty good. Those are good. Yeah. They're all right. They're not shabby. Mm-hmm. With my coffee. They're good. I think if I did it again, I would add a tablespoon of super sweet to the scone mix. Yep. Tablespoon of sweetener. Add a tablespoon. They're good. They're good. Oh, aren't they pretty? They're beautiful. Mm-hmm. I agree, Tiffany. Although, Tiffany, are you gluten-free? I mean, not you. Do you eat gluten-free? I'm sure you're gluten-free. I don't think humans contain gluten. I don't think. I think by nature we're gluten-free. I don't know. I'd have to ask a cannibal. What do you think gluten-free cannibals eat? What if the human that they dine on has recently eaten gluten? Would they have a reaction? Because I say that, Tiffany, because if you don't eat gluten-free, I probably have oil all through my, or Oreos all through my teeth. If you're not gluten-free as an eater, you would love my recipe on my website under Joyful Life KJ recipes. I'm not sure if it's under breakfast or dessert. I bet it's under breakfast. It's called Christmas cinnamon rolls. They're as big as your face and they're sprouted whole wheat. Great big huge cinnamon rolls. All right, well, I'm gonna go finish my scones. My scone. How did the girl say it? Scone. I'll go have my scones and take pictures. That would be the same as a cow eating wheat, and then we eat the hamburger from that cow. That's a valid point, Jamie. Jan, these are cookies and cream scones, Oreo. They're quite delightful. You could totally use handy chocolate syrup on these too. I just want extra frosting. They're really pretty when you first put it in there. All right, I'm gonna go eat my scones, clean up this holy old rack, and then I'm gonna do something productive with my day, like watch a couple episodes of my 600-pound life. Don't judge me. I like it. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you have an amazing, productive, on plan Saturday. Be on the lookout because lots of cool things are coming soon, like a major Black Friday sale. You want to join group coaching at the cheapest price you'll ever get. Black Friday is the day to do it. Plus, Chain Breakers Food Addiction course is going to be. Where did my fingernail go? I hope it's not in one of the scones. I hope it's not in the middle of my scone because I did mix it with my fingers and now I'm missing a fingernail. It's my fave too. I've approved you for weight loss surgery. I love it. All right.